Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. There's a video here because I don't think the picture did the look justice. I need to figure out how to take nice eyeshadow pictures because in real life it looked bam, okay, but pictures, yeah, I didn't do it justice. But anyway, this is my wonderful auntie who had no choice but to volunteer herself for me to do this video. So shout out auntie, thank you. She had to go out, so I didn't want to do anything too dramatic. This is why we are doing something neutral today. I say neutral. To me, this is fairly neutral. To you, it may still be a bit, but you know what? To me, it's neutral. That's what matters. So first I'm just going to do her eyebrows. I brushed up her brows first before starting, and I'm just going to brush it up again now as I'm doing her brows. I am just following the shape, the outline of her actual brows, nothing fancy there. And then I am going to conceal it with Toffee. There will be a full list of the product I have used in this video in the description below. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. Please just click, you know, that little red button below. Just click, that one, just click it. Thank you. I did the concealer and the brows on the other side first, but I figured out the camera was pointed this way, so it was easier for you guys to see what I'm doing from, you know, this side. So most of the video is just you looking at me doing it on this side of her face, except the eyeshadow. You know what, yeah, recording while doing someone's makeup is actually hard, because in normal life without recording, I say normal life like we're in a fake life, wow, if I wasn't recording, I would be standing directly in front of her. But because of the way my tripod had to be set up, I couldn't do that. So, you know, I had to just keep going back and forth to make sure like the proportions was okay and everything. It was interesting. It was interesting. So now I'm just going to prime her face using my NYX Angel Veil. I was just asking her what parts of her gets oily the most, so she was just pointing to it. So that's what that is. I am going to do her foundation first before doing her eyeshadow, just because I'm not expecting any fallout, so it should be okay. If I was doing glitter, I would do the eyeshadow first, but you know, it was just pigment, so it was all right. Also, please leave a comment on what kind of looks you would like to see on this channel, just because sometimes I think, oh, I like this, but will people like this? And it's just like, oh. So if you like have any ideas of, you know, anything you'd like to see, anything at all, just let me know in the comments, and you know, I'll try my hardest to deliver. So here I'm just concealing the top of her brows with foundation. I tried so hard not to appear in this video. It just did not work because I was looking like a bush girl. When I say bush girl, not even like a classy bush girl, like an original deep bush girl. So I didn't want to be in the video, but you know what, yeah, you see me here and there, just bear with me. Okay, so here I'm just doing her foundation. This is Maybelline. Again, I will put the shade in the description box below, so please do check it out. I try to make sure the foundation evenly coats her face, just to give it like a smooth foundation for foundation anyway, like a smooth foundation for the concealer to go onto. It just helps your foundation look, your makeup in general, look a lot more, you know, flawless. The foundation was slightly darker than her, but that was okay because, you know, the concealer would make up for that. Generally, I don't like, you know, people's faces and bodies looking completely different. It's just, to me, it's just, I mean, it happens. Sometimes makeup just decides to mess you up, you know. But generally, I try my hardest to make sure they match. I don't like, you know, contrasting light face, dark body. Nah, just, yeah, no. I will be dropping a video soon of my foundations and concealers, and just, explaining how I try to make sure that, the body and the face matches. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, because, that'll be out soon. And, just click the bell button as well, just so you have notifications of when the video drops. I do post videos every week. I try to post minimum twice a week, so there will always be something new on my channel. This is the LA Girl concealer in the shade Toffee. This is the same shade I used on her eyebrows, again because she's going somewhere and I didn't want it to be too dramatic, so I kept the concealers fairly neutral as well. If she was going out on her brows, I would have used a lighter shade, but for the sake of keeping everything natural-ish, that's why I've gone with that colour. So I've just done under her eyes, the bridge of her nose, the top of her lips, her chin and her forehead. And I try to blend out the concealer under her eyes last. Just, it gives it time to set, and it just means fuller coverage without you using too much product, and then that way she's not cakey. So here you can kind of see that the concealer and her chest are a similar color. So that means that way we avoid the face being too light than the body. And neck is just tiny, slightly darker. But because of the, when we do the contour will complement her neck, and the rest of her face will complement the rest of her body. And that way she looks wholesome rather than looking completely different colors. I hope that makes sense. So how I blend out the concealer depends on the kind of eyeshadow I'm going for, depends on the kind of look I'm going for. In this case, because I want the eyeshadow to sit at the top of her crease and just to make her eyes look a bit longer, that's why I'm blending it outwards and towards her temple, and I'm just connecting it to the top of her eyebrows, just so she looks one color again and not multiple different colors. I'm generally quite light with how I apply products. I don't apply too much because I feel like it's easier for you to add more than to take away. If I added too much contour, oh my days, like that would stress me out, because trying to fix contour is just, yeah, it's not the one. So I would rather, add a little, blend it out. If I need more, add more, because you don't want it to look too dark, because then it just looks muddy and it just looks like And because obviously as well, I want the contour to complement her neck, so you don't want to go too overboard with it. I have this thing where when I'm doing makeup on myself or anyone else, I kind of like project the final look I'm going for on the face and how it would look, and how to, or even the best way to do the eyeshadow that will make it look like a cat eye. And it's just, my imagination just goes. So as I was doing this, I stood back and I projected the best way to frame the contour that would make her face look really nice. And that was what I did. In terms of nose contour, to be honest, it wasn't really needed. So next time, if when I'm doing my auntie's makeup, I probably wouldn't contour her nose, just because I don't think it was needed, looking back at it now. And it's like what Benicia Boateng said, it's not every makeup technique or style or fad that will suit your face. You have to do what suits your face. If contour doesn't suit your face, you don't need it. If I don't know, whatever other fads there are, if it doesn't suit your face, it's not needed. Cut it out, so just do what suits your face. Then I'm just going to set the concealer using my Laurer Mercier powder in medium deep. Sometimes I bake, sometimes I don't. I just couldn't be bothered to bake in this instance, because I was trying to hurry up, because she was telling me, I know you take forever with your makeup. I was like, Auntie, don't worry, I won't take long. And I tried my hardest not to. So baking would take a bit longer. So I was like, you know what, let me just get it done. I'm using the medium deep shade because, again, she's going out and I didn't want anything too dramatic. I wanted like a natural finish to the look. So that's another tip on, keeping things natural and making sure your face and the rest of your body matches. Use a setting powder that's your skin tone or your foundation tone or your concealer tone. That way you won't end up with ashy makeup or a white cast under your eyes. And also I'm doing the setting powder now because I'm going to do the setting spray in a second, just so the rest of the makeup can marinate while I'm doing her eyeshadow. So here I'm just doing my skin finish powder, my MAC mineralized skin finish. I love this powder. Again, in the spirit of keeping things natural, you should get it because it just makes sure that your colors blend together and that, you know, you're not looking ashy or cakey. It just gives you a nice skin finish to your makeup. This is my Urban Decay setting spray. I love this setting spray, but I am going to try the Morphe one as well because I heard good things about that. So yeah, so I'm just going over, you know, the contour and everything else that I did before, and then I'm going to start with the eyeshadow. Don't worry about that contour line that you can see at the top of her cheeks. I always go over my contour with a bronzer, but you guys will see that anyway soon. As always, you know me, I'm priming with concealer. That's just it, period. Like, it's everyday primary concealer. I am going to experiment with some new ways to prime my eyes for eyeshadow. But once I get the products, then, you know, I'll do a video on that. So here I'm just setting that concealer with my Max Factor translucent powder. Again, there will be a full list in the description box. So in the spirit of being neutral, I thought it would be a good idea to start off with a brown, and that is what I have done here. You can't really see it on that side, so I will flip around in a second and you can see what I'm doing. So, you know, as I was doing my mental maths, my mental arithmetics, you know, I was just thinking, I said, yes, just put the eyeshadow there. So I put at the very top of a crease just because, you know, I want her eyes to have a lifted look once the whole look was done with. So, and to achieve that lifted look, you know, it would be nice for the darkest part of the eyeshadow to be there, because I will add a lighter color to the top of that brown, and it will just make the eyes look cat eye and just, yeah, just give it that, you know, the Today I'm using a pigment. Well, it's not really a pigment per se. I can't think of what it's called right now, but I will list everything in the description. It's from Maybelline. I've had it for some time, so I couldn't really tell you if they still do it. But if they do, I'm going to go get some more because I love them. These things are just, oh, they're so beautiful. Again, you can't really see what I'm doing, and that's actually you can. So yeah, I'm just going to blend that shade. It's not really eyeshadow, it's not powder eyeshadow, it's like a mousse jelly kind of, you know, consistency, and I'm just going to take that into the brown, but making sure that I'm almost slightly just cutting the crease with it. I was debating if I wanted to go over that with another, you know, eyeshadow of a similar color, but then I thought, you know, then it wouldn't be very neutral. It would be a lot more dramatic than I wanted to be. So that's why I just left it as it was. But it honestly it is a really nice, you know, consistency, and the color is really nice. So it's bright enough that you can tell it's there, but it's not dramatic, you know, it's still very neutral and just very soft glam kind of thing. So here I'm just adding a color on top of that brown. I wanted a color that would complement, you know, the pink, the nude, well, rose gold pink. I don't even know what color to call that. I did her lashes and eyeliner off camera because, mate, trying to do it on camera would have taken me 2 years. So yeah, and that's pretty much the look. I mean, I need to learn how to take nice pictures of eyeshadow, because on myself I can do it, but you know, I need to learn, you know, how to do it on others, and you know, but I am going to put some pictures, the best I could do of taking these pictures. It looked really nice, and I'm not saying that because I did it in real life, in actual reality. It looked bomb, but you know, I just need to learn how to take these pictures. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching my video, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your week. We decided to have a photo shoot. I did her hair as well. The video on how you do Marley twist will be up soon as well. So yeah, thank you and bye.